Play Sports. And we'll see the Bears' speedy running back. He had a great week last week, well over 100 on the ground with a score. It's the Bears and the Falcons on Monday Night Prime Time.
Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Tonight it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And last week they put together a 3-touchdown victory, and were never challenged in that game. Let's see if they have a little bit of a letdown here.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. There's the number. Socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. You look at this. Terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
That was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. They'll look to throw here. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. Here's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Hardman on the return. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Bears take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Up to the 20. the numbers for him from a week ago. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Out to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Ready.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Now we're going to get a stoppage. There appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
10 cycles. Set.
Got an open man. It's Scott. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
You talk about this Falcon defense.
They enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th.
Strike. Check strike.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. The big fella. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Ready.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ready.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And they'll bring him down 1 yard yards shy after a pickup of 4. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And it will be Falcon football.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Tyreek Hill from last week. There are the numbers. 7 catches, 83 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Bears, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers. 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Opposite, green, yellow, lining.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25.
Onto the field now come the Bears. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Ready.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Ready.
At the 37-yard line.
Red, yellow. Hey, go steal. Set, go.
He'll look to throw. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Football, I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
That'll be caught. It's Scott. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 2.
Hut, hut.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Shreds him with his stiff arm. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
At the 16-yard line.
Down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. It feels pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
52. Go. Trouble, 38. Ready?
They'll set up to throw. His pass caught at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the 2 now. 2nd and goal. They'll drop to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A huge win defensively there on the sack, setting him back 12 yards. And now 3rd and goal.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. This from 32 yards away. The kick by Carlson is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far and finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
They go play action here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bears' 41-yard line.
On the toss, here's Robinson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Looking to throw.
He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
At the 20-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. Keeping it himself from a yard out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
21. Bears 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Chicago offense set to get started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. He'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Scott. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and
They'll look to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
There is some. Trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Short throw caught by Pitts. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Back to throw again. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached half. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And the Bears offense set to go when we begin the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Black Ultra. Ultra. Go Ultra. Hut.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flush to his right. That is caught. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
2nd down and a yard.
Ready.
Up the middle, Johnson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Screen play, Johnson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
It's a pickup of 6.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Touchdown, Bears! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bears are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown score or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Robinson up the middle.
And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
2nd and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Back to the ground with Robinson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him, because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Eluding the pressure right. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
So potentially a big turnaround brewing to begin this 3rd quarter as this defense forces a much-needed turnover.
Yeah, this is a team starting to work in concert now, right? They went out and got a touchdown to start the 2nd half, and now they get the football right back.
The Bears now ready to take over again.
They coming off a touchdown drive. The last time they had the ball, that cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
A give up the middle to Johnson. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Ready?
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw.
And oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And Here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. On play action, they'll throw. They complete it to Hill. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. They'll look to throw again. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, a 22. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Robinson. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with. They have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Tyreek Hill from 4 yards out. And the Falcons have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost...
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. Tyler Scott, 71 yards. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So out come the Falcons now. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll set up a throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
He's got his man, London, right side.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
They're looking for a spark defensively. When he went for that ball, probably thought he had a chance at the pick. Now, remember, they had 2 last week in the win. Obviously losing here.
Well, you talked about looking for a spark, and the best sparks are when you make big plays for your team, and he had an opportunity there. Couldn't haul it in, but that doesn't mean they're going to back off at all. They figured they can get one of those takeaways, they can spark their team to a win.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
2nd and 4. That one complete to Hill. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Falcons.
Back to throw again.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there. Pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Forthcoming.
Blue check. Switch. Yellow. Black swap.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field.
And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. Wilson's throw taken in by Palmer.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Here's Wilson.
At the 44-yard line.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
It's second and 8.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
81 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll keep it on the ground. Durant, and he will have the Bears first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
At the 35-yard line.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Atlanta, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
We got London on the
whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of hitters doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about it, that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club, my crown way too white to be shooting in the odds. I'm sleeping good at night, see the door don't got no locks. To be spiteful, she best friends with the odds. And that you need better stocks. Standing on my money, dog. Please don't get the involved. Ain't nobody running off. Rules to the basics. I can't be no son-in-law. I can't take the summer off. I make it look good and all, but this is no vacation. All the goons, they respect me and I know it. Watch your words and your tone, you not a part. My advice, please don't try to be heroic. Let me know they whole club selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club